Alright, hi guys. I feel so proud of myself that I'm doing another video, even though it's been over a week, but I was super duper sick and it's still sort of in my throat and stuff, so it really sucked. I was like back and forth from like my bed to the couch, and somebody on Twitter suggested I watch Friday Night Lights, and I have to say it is such a good show, and I like it. Okay, so during my sickness, I was thinking of like video ideas of what I could do for a video and blah blah blah. So I have a couple ideas. This one I'm going to do right now, but also I want to tell you guys I'm going to do a video and a contest actually, but it's going to suck for some people because it's just going to be for people in like the Vancouver area. I'm going to do a contest for a makeover for hair and makeup at my work, and I'm gonna get everybody to make a video or an essay response or whatever to enter to do it, and it should be like a whole bunch of fun, and we'll film it and blah blah blah. But that's probably gonna be my next video. So this video, do you guys ever read the gossip magazines? Because I read all the gossip magazines. I know a lot about celebrity trivia and stuff, and I don't remember which magazine it is, but in the back of the magazines there's one of them, like In Style or Us or In Touch or something, and it's 25 things you probably don't know about me. So I'm tagging all of you guys to do this video as well. Send it to your favorite guru, send it to whoever, whether they're like into makeup or electronics, or they do comedy things or whatever. Like it's kind of funny. Like, and it took me like a while to think of 25 things that you guys don't know about me, because I feel like I tell you everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. So I tag you guys, all the girls that I talk to regularly. I tag all of you, Mel, Lola Marie, Emily Clark. I would love Lisa Eldridge to do it. I'd love the Pixie Woos to do it. Tanya, and whoever else you guys can think of, because it's actually kind of fun. And I want to hear your guys' responses. Even if you don't send me a video response, you can just tell me your responses in the comments or in a private message. Okay, so no particular order, but number one, this is the first thing I thought about. My favorite meal is turkey dinner, but it has to be like made by my stepmom, my dad, me, my sister Laura, or yeah, that's pretty much it. And like our turkey dinner, it's just tastes like home. It's so good. I love it. If I was like on death row, that would be like the last meal that I would want. And I'm excited because I'm making turkey dinner on Sunday for, sorry, I see my throat still screwed up, on Sunday for Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all the Canadians out there. Okay. Number two, I know all the words to the Cinderella movie, and my family probably does too, because I'm not kidding you. When I was a kid, it was the only Disney DVD that I had. It wasn't even a DVD, it was a VHS, and I watched it like 700 times. I'm not kidding you. When it comes on, if I see it on or something, I like know it word for word. I know like the bird song, everything, like every minute of it. And sometimes when I'm sick, I dream about the mice cutting the cloth, but it's like the whole dream. It feels like it's hours long. It's just the mice cutting and cutting and cutting. It's like stupid. Okay, number three. When I was little, I wanted to be a famous singer, and I used to always sing the Little Mermaid song. You know, the I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something starting. That one. And my brother Michael would be like, "Oh, you have such a good voice, Teresa. Like you're amazing. Sing for everybody, whatever, blah blah." And I would go to like my dad, and I'd be like, "Just listen to me. Just listen to me. I know I can be famous, whatever, blah blah." And my dad was like, okay, so he'd like listen to me and he'd be like, "Teresa, you have the worst voice ever." And I would like start crying and being like, "You're crushing my dreams," and blah blah blah. And now looking back at it, it's like my dad was just trying to, like, I mean, nothing good comes from being realistic, but realistically, I really don't have a good voice, and I'm never going to be a pop star. And I think my dad was just trying to, point that out to me. And when I say nothing good ever comes from being realistic, I mean like, I saw this video on YouTube of Will Smith, and it's like words of wisdom, and he talks about how like it's not realistic to be able to like get on an airplane and fly across the world, or to build skyscrapers or do whatever. Like it's just insane, and it's not realistic, but it happened because people had a dream or an idea, I guess. Okay, number four, I still sleep with my stuffed teddy bear. I don't know if I've told you guys that, but I do. His name's Knick Knack. I've had him forever, and it's like, not only do I still sleep with my teddy bear, but if I'm like in bed and I realize that I haven't got him, like I have to get up, turn the light on, and find him, and then have him and snuggle with him, because he's like my buddy. He's so cuddly and perfect. All right, I collect Disney DVDs. That's number five. I collect Disney DVDs. I've been doing it for over 10 years because I have like doubles because I've forgotten about the ones that I've bought. So I have like this whole collection because I figured that like the classic Disney DVDs, they only come out every 10 years. So I buy them because I'm like, well, I'll probably have kids within the next 10 years. So I keep buying them, and now I have doubles of some of them, but that's just something about me. Okay, number 6, I've never been on a horse. And as a matter of fact, I never even pet a horse until recently. A client of mine owns a stable, and I went over there and like petted one of the horses, but I haven't been on one, but I do want to do it, but I haven't yet. Okay, number 7, I think that Alexander Skarsgård is the sexiest guy on TV. Like, I don't know what it is about that guy. I don't know if it's like the vampire thing or what, but he's just so cute. And like, I'm just like, oh, he's really, really cute. I think he's really, really cute. And I hope that he plays Christian for 50 Shades of Grey, because that would be really good. All right, number 8. I don't like Lush, you know, the Lush soap and all that stuff. And the reason that I don't like it is because I cannot go into that store because it gives me a migraine headache. So I think like individually I might be able to like tolerate things, because Makeup by Mel, like this is a few years ago, probably 3 Christmases ago, she sent me a solid perfume, like it was like their Christmas edition solid perfume, and I still have it. It's like so dried out now, but sometimes I just sniff it because it smells so amazing. So I think I like some of their products, but I can't go in the store because it's just too overwhelming for me, the scent. All right. Oh, okay. This is number 9. I get actually angry when people tickle me. Like, it's not like I'm laughing, but I'm like actually mad because I hate it. Like, I don't like to be touched like that or tickled or just like, oh my God. Oh, and on top of that, this isn't on my list, but this just made me think of it. I cannot stand when people touch my feet. Like, especially, no, I can get a pedicure and that, but I can't stand like sleeping in bed and Aaron rubbing his feet against mine. Like, it just actually makes me cringe. Like, I can't stand my feet being touched when I'm in bed. I don't like it at all. It's just not a good thing. All right. Okay, this was hilarious, actually. It's weird the things that you come up with. All right, number 10. When I was in grade 4, me and my brother Michael, he's 2 years older than me, our parents got us braces. But then they like separated, and like my mom wasn't taking me to the orthodontist and my dad was always away and whatever, blah, blah. So we just had these braces on our teeth, and like they weren't doing anything because we hadn't been to the orthodontist. So me and my brother, like, actually I think it was my brother's idea. He's like, let's just take them off with pliers. So I know that all the parents out there are just like cringing right now, because even when I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, like I can't believe we did that. But we did. We took our braces off with pliers, and then they were like the clear braces, the white ones, or I guess like see-through ones, but still, when you take off that thing, there's still like that glue that's stuck on your teeth. And my dad, I swear to God, made us walk around with that glue on our teeth for like 6 months, like as punishment. He was just like, no, you guys are so screwed up, like whatever, blah, blah. I'm sure he said like a lot worse than that, but it's a true story. We really did take our braces off with pliers. Which is weird because like I have really good dental habits and stuff now, but yeah, I did that. Okay. Number 11, I have allergies to pineapple, avocado, and broccoli. And I always feel super awkward when I'm in a restaurant and I'm like, what are the vegetables? And they're like, oh, broccoli, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I can't have broccoli. I'm allergic to it. Because I always feel like they look at you like you're not really allergic to broccoli, but I really, like, I can't have it. It just makes me like blow up, and it's just a horrible thing. Okay, number 12. I, honest to God, like feel like I know so much about Jennifer Aniston, and I love her. Like, I don't know, like some people hate her, some people love her, and I'm like totally team Jen. I just like, I'm rooting for her. I hope that like everything works out in her life, and I love her. Like, I feel like, and I talk about this in the salon all the time, like jokingly with everybody, that like if I met her, I would be friends with her. Like, she just seems like that kind of girl that's like, you would totally get along with. She's another girl's girl. Like, she likes to be around other women, and like, which I am also like I like to hang out with other girls and be with women and have fun, and she just seems like she's wicked. I don't know. I love her. I'm obsessed with Jennifer Aniston. I can't wait for the comments about that. All right, number 13. I had Lasso Guy Surgery, and it was probably the best thing that I ever did. I remember before I had it, I probably did it like 10 years ago now, but before I did it, I remember like watching movies with my contacts on, and like, cause you're looking at the screen at the same spot for so long, when you'd move your eye, it would be like stuck on you, or forgetting to take them out and going to sleep and then having to get up and do the whole thing. Like, it was just such a nightmare. So, and it literally for me was, I had the LASIK, I went in, I had an appointment, I went again the next day, they did the surgery, and the day after that I could see. It was amazing. Like, I thought it was just so great. All right. The next one is number 14, and it's I talk in my sleep, like a lot. Aaron says that, Aaron told me the other day that he had a dream that I was talking in my sleep to him, and he's like, Teresa, what are you talking about? And I turned into a demon, and I was like, I think I was staring at him or something, and then he said I turned into a demon, and I'm like, what are you looking at? Like, all crazy, and he was just like, oh my God, like, you're scary, because I'm just talking nonsense and like flailing around, and also I'm a huge like blanket thief. Like, I wrap myself up in the blanket, and he has nothing, and it's horrible. I'm terrible that way. And this is number 15. Aaron also says that I snore, but I don't believe him. He's just saying that because I always say, why don't you film me doing it? And then that's when he says that he's scared I'm possessed and that I'm gonna get him. So he just lies there. Like, it's just too funny. I don't know. All right, number 16. My favorite movie is, well, I have a couple favorite movies, but I guess like my longest running favorite movie is Pretty Woman. And I think it's weird because it's about like a prostitute and, yeah, but it's just such a good movie. There's so many classic moments in the movie, you know what I mean? Like, like when she's like, I have a runner in my pantyhose. I'm not wearing any pantyhose. I just think that's so funny. Or then when she goes into the store again and she's like, do you remember I was in here yesterday and you wouldn't serve me? Big mistake, huge. I have to go shopping now. And I'm just like, oh yeah. Like, it's, you know what the thing is about the movie? It's weird because you're rooting for her. You know what I mean? Like, you want her to, you know, do better, I guess. So I love it. And I also love The Notebook. Okay, what is this one? I'm alone. Oh my God, okay, this one. Okay, so when I went and saw the movie Home Alone, like the original Home Alone, I was really young. Like, I don't know how long that movie came out ago, but it's gotta be like over 20 years. So anyways, I went with my dad, my brother, and my mom, and I remember my mom went into the bathroom like after the movie and she had like a trail of toilet paper stuck on her foot, like a long trail of toilet paper, and my dad like was just like shh to me and my brother Michael, so we didn't tell her, so she was like walking around. Hilarious. But the point of this one is that when I went home, I remember lying in my pink princess bed, and I knelt before my bed and I did my prayers, and then I got into my bed and I was lying there looking up at the ceiling, and I prayed to God that when I grew up I could marry Macaulay Culkin. Like, I was like, please God, I've never asked you for anything, but I love him. Can I please marry Macaulay Culkin when I grow up? So there you go, that's that one. Okay. 18, I've broken both my arms and my right leg. And when I broke my right leg, I was only 5. The story is I fell off the fence, but actually my brother Mark, my second oldest brother, pushed me off, but he denies it in front of company, but if it's just me, he admits to it. But anyways, I guess it was really itchy. I don't really remember too much because I was so little, but when they took it off, I had my dad's razor stuck to my leg and like just by my ankle, and I still have like a razor blade scar there. I remember like my parents being like, oh my God, like I could have rusted or something could have happened, but they took me to the doctor, got it cut off and stuff like that. And then I remember my mom got me a strawberry shortcake video to watch, and they got me a Mr. Big Bar. And when you're 5, a Mr. Big Bar is huge. So that's what I remember of that. Okay, number 19. Even though I've probably read like thousands of books, like I've read thousands of books, I'm still not a very good speller. I'm just not. Okay, 20. If I could spend the day with anybody in the world, dead or alive, I would probably choose Pope John Paul II because I just loved him. Like, I thought he was so amazing. And, like, I don't know, like, I just can't tell you, like, how I felt about him. I really, really loved him. And when I was little, like 4, we went to see him when he came to the BC Coliseum. And, like, I've read, like, a lot of his, like, the books about him and this and that. And I just think he was, like, so wonderful. Like, he was, like, beyond religion for me because, you know, like, he was, like, the first Catholic, like, priest or anything to, like, go into, like, or not priest, but pope to, like, go visit synagogues. And just, he was just so cool and stuff like that. And I just feel like you would get a lot out of spending time with him. Like, you would, you know, learn things, and like same with how I would feel about like spending time with Mother Teresa. Like, she just was so giving, and you know, even she questioned her faith and stuff. So I don't know, I think he'd be great to spend the day with. And yeah. Okay, number 21. If going from like spiritual to materialistic, if I find a pair of shoes, if I'm out shopping and I find this pair of shoes, they're on sale, they aren't my size, but I'm like, oh my God, like I need to have these shoes in my life, I'll buy them. And then I'll keep them, like I'll look at them for a little while and then I'll give them to somebody who they fit, because I'm just like, they just deserve to be loved by somebody, you know what I mean? Like that I know or something, so I can still see them in my life even though I don't get to wear them. All right. I feel weird when I'm at home and I'm not in my pajamas. Like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, like when I get home from work, heels off, you know, pajama pants and a tank top. Like that's how I feel comfortable. Like even for making dinner and stuff, if people aren't coming over or if nothing's happening, I'm in my jammies like right away, makeup's off, and I'm just, you know, crazy. Like I have friends that come over and they're like, oh my God, it's so weird. I just saw you like a couple hours ago at work and you were all like glamified, and now you're at home and you're just like total rubby. But that's how I feel comfortable. Okay, number 23, I love country music. And I feel like, oh, I just love country music. Like I love it. I love turning it up loud and, you know, being in my vehicle and listening to it and just, I don't know. And I saw this like saying the other day on Facebook, and this girl that I know had posted it, and it said something along the lines of country music taught me something like, country music taught me to know how am I supposed to be treated by a man or something like that, or to not take shit from any man or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I just thought it was kind of cool. Sorry for the swear. Okay, number 24. I feel like the poem Footprints. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but it's so beautiful. And I remember seeing it on somebody's wall when I was quite young, like, you know, probably 8 or 9 or something like that, and reading it. It was in someone's bathroom, I think, and just thinking, wow, that's so beautiful. And it stayed with me. I'm 31 now, I'm gonna be 32 in February, and it stayed with me, like that poem, like, and I've thought about it like through bad times and even good times and this and that. But if you haven't read the poem Footprints, type on Google or whatever, Footprints in the Sand, and there's a few different versions of it, but oh, it's just absolutely breathtaking, and I love it. And number 25, this is the last one that I have, is I have never felt as loved by anybody or anything as I do by my dog Duke. Like, I know that sounds really weird, and it's actually kind of sad, but like I just feel like his love is so unwavering and so unconditional. Like he's just like the way that this dog, like I love my Rubies inside right now. The dogs are out in there. We built them up this huge run, like this huge kennel out in the yard. But it's like, I just feel like when he looks at me and how he's so protective of me and how he's just, you know, like, he's just like, I don't know how to express to you, like, the love I have for this dog. He's so amazing. And I love, like, listen, nobody could say, like, I love Ruby so much. I've had her for like 10 years. She's amazing. She's my baby girl and stuff, but she would leave me for a McDonald's French fry with a complete stranger, you know what I mean? Whereas, and Shep right now is pretty young and stuff like that, but I see that she's gonna have that same loyalty and stuff as Duke. But Duke, it's just like, he's, like, I love him so much. Like, I can't even, like, express the love I have for this dog, and the love I see reflected in his eyes for me. It's just lovely. I love him so much. And even though, like, animals are like a pain in the ass sometimes, and I saw this thing again on Facebook, and it said, if I didn't have my animals, my wallet would be fuller, my house would be cleaner, but my heart would be empty. And it's so true. Like, that's how I feel about all my animals. And it really hurt my feelings, actually, when a few people commented on my last video and said, oh, it doesn't sound like you care about what happened to Frankie and blah, blah, blah. But you know what, that's not the case. But I'm not, like, gonna make a video for YouTube and then break down sobbing to, you know, thousands of people about my cat. Like, that's just not gonna happen. So if you think that I'm cold-hearted because that didn't happen, then you're cold-hearted. And that's all there is to it. But yeah, anyways, so that's my video. It's probably pretty long. And yeah, okay, so I tag all of you guys to do this video as well, to tag your friends and your people that you watch to do it, and I look forward to seeing their responses. And as for the next video, I'll have it up probably within a week or so, and I will see you guys then. Start the car. Bye.